Ready to go!
Hey guys, I just finished watching Devon Larratt's latest video where he talked about becoming a version of kind of the Matthias Schultz Hellboy, and Devon going all in on one arm, and I really liked hearing that from Devon, because it's something that I've actually been living that for 7 years. I came from a background where I was already in a one-arm sport, tennis, prior. So my whole life has been a specialization of the right arm, be it tennis, be it throwing javelin, be it playing in sports like cricket, with batting and bowling being predominantly a one-arm specialty. And then I found myself in arm wrestling. And I entirely agree with what Devon was saying, and I just wanted to add just a little piece to that conversation and share just a little piece of what I've experienced. And I'll tell you right now that over the last 7 years of me arm wrestling, I have done probably, I would say, somewhere between 90 and 95% of my energy has gone into my right arm. I very occasionally train left arm. Some of the lifts I do are two-arm or two-handed lifts, i.e. if I'm using a barbell. But when I talked about table time, if I train with the Brisbane club, it's 98% right arm. When I train pulleys, it's 95% right arm. All my heavy efforts are right arm. I very rarely go heavy effort left. And yeah. Have I been injured? Short answer is no. I've never been injured in this sport of arm wrestling. I spent a lot of time rehabbing and using volume on my right arm, and I've never been injured. Nothing more than a slight little sprain here or there. Nothing serious, no surgeries, nothing to worry about. But one of the interesting factors that I wanted to share was what has happened to my left arm during that time. If you go and look back at photos of me as an athlete at the beginning and me as an athlete now, my left arm has progressed tremendously as well. It hasn't stayed exactly where it is. It's benefited way more than you would expect it to, given how little it's actually, how little attention it's actually received. So that's quite fascinating to me. One of the things about that as well is if I was to chart my progression as an arm wrestler, my right arm on who I could beat over the years, and if you were to track my left arm progression on who I could beat, I actually think my left arm, and this is a bit crazy, but I actually think my left arm has progressed just as far as my right. It's just started way lower, and it's on a similar growth curve. It may yet hit a ceiling, I don't know, but it's still climbing. It's still climbing. I mean, last time I was at John's place, and I grouped up with him and people like Dustin Allen. I was able to beat Dustin Allen on my left, which is a pretty significant deal. Just training pulling I'm talking about, but the fact that my left was able to win the hand control and get pins shows you kind of where my left has come to compared to where it was, and all of that without the specificity. In terms of the physical development, it's very obvious when you look at my left forearm, there it is, versus my right forearm, there it is. Two very different pieces of equipment that I'm working with, but fascinating stuff. Anyway, I guess I just wanted to say thank you to Devon. I've constantly been someone who has not really had a problem with it, but I've fended off a lot of people saying that you're doing the wrong thing. I agree. I've had lots of people tell me that I'm going to be injured. I'm going to cause imbalance. And many people have told me that I would have more potential as an arm wrestler if I didn't do this. I really do disagree with that. I feel like I only have a certain amount of hours in my lifetime to dedicate to any one given thing. And given that my goal is to be a world champion and an all-time great on the right arm, to me it just seems crazy to dedicate any time at all to the left. So yeah, Devon, thank you for the video, man. I really enjoyed it, and I'll be watching closely, and I'm looking forward to seeing that big claw of yours on the table. And don't forget, 10 years from now, you're 55, I'm 55. We got a super match, and I think I'm going to be at my peak at 45. You're going to be a little over your peak, but you're going to have a Wicked Kings move by then, so should be good. But anyway, thanks guys, take care, and talk again soon.
Yes, that's a man!